Coming at you full-fledged, it's your boy Regg, with another video for y'all, man. Welcome, YouTube. This is by far the longest span between some of the greatest teams ever. Here is my 9th selection in the 10 greatest NBA teams of all time. The 2013 Miami Heat. Like I do with all my videos, let's provide some context before we get into the meat and potatoes of that specific year. Of course, just 3 years earlier in the 2010 offseason, you had the union of the Big Three after the infamous decision made by LeBron James. Dwayne Wade at that point was a member of the team for 7 years, and while he did win Finals MVP in his third season alongside Shaquille O'Neal, the period after only consisted of early postseason exits and injuries. As the defending champions, South Beach just won 44 games in 2007. In disappointing fashion, Miami was swept in the first round by the 49-win Ben Gordon Chicago Bulls for the team. They reached as low as 15 wins in 2008. Shaq was gone by then, long gone by then. I think he was traded in 2007, mid-season of 2007. However, they improved by a bunch in 2009. They finished with a 43-39 record as D. Wade put up career high efforts. That year he led the league in scoring with 30.2. That's a career high for him. He put up his highest dime average with 7.5, grabbed 5 rebounds, swatted 1.1 blocks, and snatched the ball 2.2 times per game. The next year was the straw that broke the camel's back. In 2010, Wade basically had the same season outside of averaging 6 less points. They even won 4 more games. This time, though, they were defeated by the Celtics in 5, a franchise making their second finals appearance in 3 years. Something had to change if Flash wanted to win the championship. After Chris Bosh's first 2 years in the league, from 2005 on, the 4th pick in the 2003 draft made an all-star appearance until the second to last year of his career. As it relates to his Toronto Raptors tenure, I sense that he knew his time was officially, it would officially be up in the city. In his first 7 seasons, CB4 missed at most 13 games, putting up a total of 20.3 points, 9.3 rebounds, 2.2 assists, and 1.1 blocks. Toronto's best year collectively was 2007. The North won 47 games and peaked right outside the top 10 in offense at 11, and in the bottom half defensively as they were ranked 16th best. Now, if y'all remember, the Big Three wasn't supposed to consist of the 6'11" stretch 4. It was originally supposed to be the 3rd pick of the 2003 draft, Carmelo Anthony. Unfortunately, he didn't see the forest through the trees and ultimately lacked the self-awareness of knowing he wasn't the main guy on the championship team. This resulted in Bosh joining his draft classmates to become at least, I'm going to say, a top 20 power forward in history. Speaking about the 2003 draft class, last but certainly not least, we cover the first pick. LeBron James had the biggest expectations being that not only was he expected to eventually bring home a championship to the city of Cleveland after being drafted straight out of high school, he had the privilege of being the successor / face of the NBA from the likes of Shaq and Michael Jordan. In his first Cavaliers stint, James went through deep playoff runs. He made All-Star games and collected back-to-back MVPs in 2009 and 2010. But his growing pains continued. And after 7 years with the franchise and a series of events that I'm not going to speak on in this video, King James decided the growing pains in Cleveland had to come to an end. As I said before, and I'm going to say it again, Bron showing players you don't have to be loyal to a team, thus bringing back super teams to the game by way of free agency, is his greatest contribution to hoops. That's his greatest contribution. James, now, he has described his 4 years in Miami as college years, because remember, he didn't go to college. And in my humble opinion, that meant playing and reading defenses better, moving without the ball, and perfecting the team game. He was balanced. He was a textbook superstar talent, turning into a superstar player. Now, one notion that I've heard the most ardent bisexual perpetuate is how James has had multiple Hall of Fame stints in his career. I would say this true, but not from their approach. In just 5 years, LeBron James won 4 out of 5 regular season MVPs on 2 different franchises. Now, he couldn't get 3 straight his first year in the 305 because of Derrick Rose's stellar ascension. In spite of that, the next 2 were undeniably his. The Akron Hammer was set for revenge seasons directed at fans, pundits, and fellow players. In his most athletic, defensive, and balanced form, the L Train put up 27.1 points, 7.9 boards, 6.2 dimes, with 1.9 steals and nearly a block a game in the 66-game lockout shortened season to take home MVP. The very next year, Bron had a GOAT season as he put up similar stats off better efficiency. Playing 76 games, he averaged 26.8 points, shooting 56.5% from the field and 40.6% from the arc. Middies too. 8 rebounds, 7.2 assists with another first defensive team selection, and a miscalculation with not giving him the Defensive Player of the Year award. The season altogether saw the Florida team reach all-time status. The squad set the franchise all-time record with 66-16, being ranked second in offense and ninth in defense. From February 3rd to March 25th, the Heat won 27 straight games, marking the second longest winning streak in NBA history. The championship confidence continued in the postseason as well. In the first round, they swept the Milwaukee Bucks, and after 6 games to a Derrick Rose-less Bulls team, they won in a gentleman's sweep. The Eastern Conference Finals saw a 7-game dogfight between them and the 49-win Indiana Pacers with Paul George, Lance Stevenson, Roy Hibbert. Finally, the finals was definitely the finals, for real. Miami went another 7 games against the 58-win San Antonio Spurs that had a game that failed to validate a surefire Mount Rushmore career, as it featured a legacy-saving Ray Allen 3 in Game 6. We already know about that. Arguably the greatest shot in finals history. To cap off the back-to-back championship campaign, King James closed the series out with an exceptional 37 points, 12 rebounds, and 6 assists, taking home another finals MVP. I know we could dive into the fact that the process the Big Three took to win those championships wasn't accepted for a long time in the game. But I'm not going to do that. The fact of the matter is, super teams have always existed in basketball. The ultimate difference between super teams now and then is that they were developing them mainly through the draft and trades. Post-decision, the 2 super teams we've seen were centered around bold, forward-thinking, and courageous free agents. No matter how you slice it, each member of the Big Three needed each other to make 2 out of 4 finals. So, let me know what you think of the Miami Heat team. This is for sure the greatest Heat team ever. But let me know your memories of this team. I remember watching this in 8th grade, this 27-game winning streak. It was crazy. LeBron was he had that fear factor for real. Like, well, that was when when a superstar got that fear factor, that's when LeBron had it. Like, yeah, he was playing defense. Fucking them chase down blocks was wild, bro. But LeBron, that's my favorite version of LeBron to this day. But let me know what y'all think. And first, hit that like button. Comment at the beginning and middle and end of the video. Share for others to see. If you are a new viewer, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I drop. And just for the progression of the channel, or if you would like me to speak on a particular topic, hit that link in the pinned comment section below and donate to the Regg Man. The season is quickly approaching, days away.